Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. Welcome back to Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and we're going to talk with our friends from Bridge Communities. Welcome back, Jenny Gates. You're the manager of special events. So good to have you.
Thank you.
And Chris Chenoweth is a volunteer leader at Good Shepherd Church for a special event, Sleep Out Saturday, that we'll talk a little bit more about. But Jenny, I want to first start by just talking a little bit about Bridge Communities because you're doing so many things.
Yeah, actually, this year's been a very big year for us. We are celebrating 25 years of Bridge. So we have really been focusing on the celebration of the accomplishments and really looking forward as well to what we need to do in the next 25 years to keep the momentum going. And it's been a very exciting year that we've been able to capture a lot of the history and how everything began, and been able to capture those stories during the year. We have produced a beautiful anniversary coffee table book with all those stories in, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun in hearing how it all began.
Yes, yeah. I bet. And we were talking, you've been there 3 years already. That's amazing, and I know you've done wonderful, wonderful things. Well, let's talk about how Bridge serves the community, because you're actually taking people from homelessness.
Right, and our first criteria to help homeless people is that we help families. So that is our mission, to transition homeless families into homes. And we're seeing such a growth, an increase in those people in a housing crisis. And our intake manager just mentioned last week that the phone rings on average once every 30 minutes in a work week. So that's huge, and not everybody who calls fits our program, of course. They may be a single person, they may be an elderly person. As I said, we are strictly families, but our goal is to always give them resources when they hang up the phone, that they have some place that they can call, some place that they can go to get the help that they need if they're not actually a fit for us.
Oh, that you said that so beautifully. Very, very interesting. And what about the reach? Because you're wide.
We
right?
are. Our office is actually in Glen Ellen, but our apartment buildings are throughout DuPage County. So we have 17 apartment buildings, and 5 of those buildings are actually in Naperville, which is quite a surprise to a lot of people, that that 40% of our program is actually taking place right here in this community.
Yes, yes. Well, you have your big Sleep Out Saturday event coming up, and I know, Chris, you have done this before.
Yes, I have.
So tell us how this works, Sleep Out Saturday.
Well, Sleep Out Saturday is it's the largest event, fundraising event that Bridge Communities has. Good Shepherd got involved a few years ago, and it just started out targeting initially our youth group, and we have such a powerful youth group engine at Good Shepherd that we just we brought that out, had everyone staying out in the parking lot. They're sleeping in our parking lot alone. It's our site specifically as Good Shepherd, but this is an outreach of over 26 communities, 26 communities in and around DuPage County, and it's a one-night event. It's the first Sunday in November is typically
2nd.
when it is. Yep. And whether it's rain, sleet, snow, hail, cold weather, it doesn't matter. The idea is that you're going to be sleeping in a tent, in a cardboard box that the families make, in a makeshift shelter, in the backs of their cars or the trunks or whatever they happen to set up. And the idea is to experience homelessness for a night. And some of the activities are, creating a kitchen, a soup kitchen. And a soup kitchen where you come in as you're a homeless family, you only have a certain ration that you can have that night, and so you have your bowl of soup and your water or juice or whatever it is, and then you take that back to your little area, and that's kind of where you stay for the night, or you go outside and make your cardboard box. It's very powerful. We've had such a tremendous outpouring of support for this event, and we're expecting to more than triple what we had the last couple of years.
Oh, that is amazing. So they're actually experiencing as much as they can what a homeless person would experience through this event.
And I think that the Sleep Out experience is so powerful because you can hear about it, you can read about it, you can talk about it, you can see a little movie, but until you stay out that night and really feel it, you really don't get that close to what it is to be like.
Until you're really cold.
Right. And I think for me, when I do it, it's all the rest of that day. When I go home and I have a hot shower or I have a nap around about midday and I've got a warm blanket and I'm relaxing and there's a real amount of guilt that you think, gosh, I did this for one night and this is how I feel. What about all those people that are going to do it again tonight and the next night?
Night after night after night after
And
night.
manage to go to school and manage to go to work. I mean, there's so many in our community, students among the ones that are going to school with us, and some of the people we work with. They may have just enough money to put some gas in their car so that they can keep it warm and keep it running all night long, or they might have just enough money to get some food for that particular day. But they still have to go to work. If they're in work, the kids still have to go to school, and they still want to, they got to look nice and smell nice. They don't want to lead on to anyone that they're homeless.
That they've been sleeping in the car.
Absolutely.
All night. Mm-hmm. Well, you're doing wonderful work, and we thank you for that, and we encourage everyone to participate. We'll put the website up Saturday, November 2nd, and people can get more information and hear about your new initiative. I'm sorry, we're out of time, but Business Leaders for Bridge. So we'll encourage people to see the website for that. So thank you so much for the great work you're doing.
Thank you.
And we're going to take one last break. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so stay with us.